I guess I'll just call this Hippie Forex talk. And what they forgot to tell you in the movie Big Short on this edition of Hippie versus Jock. Go ahead and talk about the movie Big Short and what they actually forgot to tell you in the movie. And I don't want you to believe me. You're probably gonna have to look this stuff up for yourself. Whether or not you find it, I have no clue, but let's just say I'm somebody in the know who learned from somebody a while back about these things. And to this day, the stuff this gentleman taught me and actually has shown me has been very shocking, because 90%, 95% of the stuff he tells me is true. So, what they forgot to tell you about the movie Big Short, for those of you who don't know, you probably is a movie that everybody should see. I can actually explain to you why those dudes started having problems with their actual trades that they took. For the most part, everybody thinks trading is like this glamorous thing. Some of you may not know, I actually have a little Forex account that I've been trading under Hippie. Actually, I've been trading it for a long time under another basically Twitter account. The account honestly has almost 1,200 followers, but I unhooked it from there and hooked it up to Hippie versus Jock. So you actually see all my little Forex trades on there. So far, I believe I'm maybe a little bit more than a month in. See whether I make money, see whether I lose. It tells you whether I buy, it tells you whether I short the particular currency. I'm only trading 4, so it makes it real easy for me. It's something I normally do. It's automatically tweeted out when stuff is closed, so it makes everything simple for me, and you actually get to see, okay, this guy might have an idea where he's talking about, because honestly, the majority of the people out there who talk about trading and stuff on YouTube in general probably have no experience with what they're talking about. So, now that you can take a look at what I've done or what I actually might know, you can actually see about taking a look for this stuff yourself. Now, back to the movie Big Short. Now, what they forgot to tell you about the movie Big Short and why everybody screwed up on their timing and why the banks were basically BSing people about this or that, is a lot of people don't know about cycles. Market cycles. Everything has cycles. People has cycles. The moon has cycles. The earth has cycles. For those of you who believe in global warming and climate change, believe it or not, the climate has cycles. So I'll leave that one alone, because that's not what this video is about. I'm going to put some interesting books on the end of this video, and I also will put them down in the description, and if you want to read about them, you're more than welcome to. But basically, what is a cycle? A cycle basically tells you approximately when the lights will go on or off for a particular currency, for a particular stock market, for a particular business cycle, for a particular anything. I mean, cycles are in everything. They're in mood. For you women who might wonder what a cycle is, it's called your menstrual period. You know, X amount of days, you know, approximately around that time, your period will come. Well, basically, that's what the guys in the movie The Big Short had wrong. They knew what was happening, they could see what was happening, It made sense as far as fundamentals were concerned. They just didn't have the timing right. So that means they were off during the cycle. A lot of them initially lost their shirt on it. And you know, for the most part, it is what it is as far as timing. As far as I can see, it looked like a lot of those guys had straight positions on. I couldn't tell whether they had straight positions on or options. Options are kind of something I'm in the process of learning right now. It's kind of weird because with options, not only do you have to get the price right, you got to get the timing right. And it has an expiration, so if your time is not right, you can lose not everything, whatever you risk, but the risk is very defined, so it's not necessarily a bad thing as long as you can get your timing right. But that's basically what they were missing. They did not, or might not have known about the cycles, or their timing was actually off, was all it was. I don't know, some other things I probably kind of want to discuss with it, but I'll leave this video like that. So that's basically what they had off. They didn't have the cycle quite right, but they knew what was happening. It was explained to me what was happening with that back in 2005, 2006. And actually, I'll give you one thing I know with how to know when real estate cycles are about to end as far as housing prices. If we live through another housing crisis like that one, how you know the peak of the market is coming is simply this. Get with your real estate broker. Find out how quick houses are actually selling. Now, when houses get down to selling approximately, actually, let me turn around because that sounds like way too much in the back. Now, when it gets down to housing prices being sold, or houses actually being sold within 3 days or less of going to the market, you're at the top of a cycle as far as real estate is concerned, at least as far as the actual purchasing and selling real estate. Just sell it, don't think about it, take the cash, sit on it, wait until it falls, and then see about doing it again. I don't know when the next major cycle will come like that. It's probably, I think it's on like maybe a 60-year cycles for those like generational cycles. So most of us, I don't know if we'll live through something like that again, but I'll put a few interesting books. One I have, I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, I'll put it on the end. I think it's The New Prosperity by Jake Bernstein. And I'll put a link to it if that's not the exact title on the end of this video, and I also will put it in the description. And as for always, thanks for watching.